From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for Tuesday, November 29th. A warmer day and an active day is in store for us. Throughout the day, the winds are going to get stronger, gusts eventually getting to 35 to 40 miles per hour by the latter half of the day, according to our Storm Track 8 meteorologist. Along with the increasing winds, another system will move in and bring the chance for showers and a few storms at night. There's even the possibility for some severe weather after sunset as well. We did have some breaking news this morning. Police say that one person is dead after a shooting in Cumberland. It happened near 10th and German Church overnight. It was either last night, late, or early this morning. A person of interest was detained and released, according to police, pending the Marion County prosecutor's review of all of the details. Still looking for a lot of questions to be answered here. What was the motivation behind this? They say that there was one gunshot, the identities of the people involved, the genders, a lot of those details we're waiting to learn. You can check for updates online at wishtv.com in the meantime. It is a tough Tuesday morning after Monday Night Football. With the football world watching, the Colts staged a second-half comeback, then failed to find points when they needed them most. They gave themselves a chance with a charge that included 2 touchdowns on the ground from Jonathan Taylor and through the air with a connection between Matt Ryan and Michael Pittman Jr. Then, with time running down and the Colts driving, Ryan misfires to Paris Campbell on a 4th down. Colts lose 24-17. Charlie Clifford was there for it all and talked to the team about the loss.
The Colts' first Monday night home game in 7 years, they were booed off the field at halftime after picking up 0 yards in the first quarter. Didn't get a first down until the 4th offensive series of the game. Captain linebacker Zaire Franklin laid into the locker room at halftime, a fiery speech that challenged the effort level in the first half. A temporary spark in the third quarter fades. This team is 4-7-1. And knows this one felt like a must-win against the struggling Steelers.
It wasn't nearly good enough the first half, and I think everybody felt it. Just not nearly enough plays and really self-inflicted wounds, which has kind of been the story of the last 2 weeks. Communication wasn't great, execution wasn't great. Again, you can point fingers, and it's like everybody takes a turn at different moments. And so collectively, we just didn't do enough.
It's frustrating. There's no doubt about it. And it's hard because it's like you said, it's one thing one week, it's another thing another week, it's another thing another week, and that part has been frustrating for sure. I think all of us, in the building feel that way.
I just felt like our energy level and our intensity wasn't where it needed to be. I felt like, just with the opportunity that we had Monday night, a long time, AFC foe coming in here, right or wrong, wherever our seasons are at, respectively, we still had to come in and take that.
I played like absolute dog in the first half, and really it comes down to me because if I play the way that I know I can play, we're not even in the we're not even down. So I just got to do better.
Matt Ryan will remain the Colts starting quarterback. That was an answer straight from Jeff Saturday post game. DeForest Buckner making it clear. As for Saturday, he gave him a big endorsement, citing tough circumstances ultimately the past 3 weeks. Now it's on to Dallas to see the Cowboys. The Colts will see likely 4 consecutive teams bound for the playoffs over the next 4 weeks. At Lucas Oil Stadium, Charlie Clifford, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Daybreak contributor and Colts blogger Heather Lloyd isn't holding back. Among her many tweets from the game, she says, "There are years when your team gives you life, and there are years when your team sucks the life out of you. This is one of those years." It is Giving Tuesday, and the Better Business Bureau is warning people to watch out for scammers. The number one tip is to do your research and take your time. If you're asked to make a decision on the spot, probably a scam. The Better Business Bureau of Central Indiana says scammers change their tactics and will do their best to have you give them money before you research. First, do your research. Second, don't click on links or open attachments in unsolicited emails or text messages. Third, don't believe everything you read. Scammers are great at mimicking accredited charities. Next, never share personal information with somebody who contacted you unsolicited. Lastly, use secure and traceable transactions. From January 1st through September 7th of this year, the BBB received 389 reports of charity scams in the U.S. That comes to a total of $78,489 that people were scammed out of. You can always look at the BBB scam tracker to vet if a charity is legitimate. And if you do feel like you've been scammed or are in contact with a scammer, be sure to report it to the BBB and the Attorney General's office. A Fishers woman is scheduled to be formally charged with multiple crimes, including corrupt business influence and promoting prostitution. Zhao Mei Zhao operates Lucky Foot Spa in Noblesville. Court documents allege Zhao fondled a client there during a massage in August of 2020. The client alerted authorities, who then conducted a covert investigation. Zhao also faces charges of theft, tax evasion, and failure to remit taxes. Court-appointed attorneys will defend the man accused of fatally shooting Richmond police officer Sierra Burton. Philip Lee initially indicated he wanted to represent himself, but a judge says he changed his mind. Lee is charged with murder after the shooting of Burton during a traffic stop in August. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. Police are sharing new details about a mass shooting on a college campus. It happened at Florida A&M University Sunday, leaving one person dead and sparking a massive search for the shooter. Police say someone approached an outdoor basketball court and fired more than a dozen shots into a crowd. The shots killed a man and wounded 4 other people. Police say it's not clear who the shooter was trying to hit or why. The mother of a mass shooting victim is suing police, the maker of the gun, and her child's school district. Sandra Torres' child was killed in the elementary school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. Torres is joining Everytown for Gun Safety in the suit filed Monday in federal court. The suit accuses the city, the district, and several police departments of failing to follow active shooter protocols and violating the victim's constitutional rights. It also claims the marketing tactics of the gun company, Daniel Defense, violated federal rules. The white gunman accused of shooting and killing 10 black people in a Buffalo supermarket is pleading guilty to murder and hate-motivated terrorism charges. He entered the plea yesterday, guaranteeing he will at least spend the rest of his life in prison. In writings posted online, the suspected shooter said his goal was to terrify black people and preserve white power. The suspected gunman previously pleaded not guilty to separate federal hate crime charges that could carry the death penalty. To business headlines, President Biden asked Congress to intervene in rail dispute as strike deadlines loom next week. The president cited the potentially devastating economic effects of a strike that could shut down freight trains just days before Christmas. 4 of 12 unions have voted down the tentative agreement that the Biden administration helped broker in September. And we will know a lot more about the future of Alzheimer's treatment today. Biogen is expected to unveil the results of trials of its therapy. Biogen is working with Japan's Eisai on the drug, but there is a potential setback, a report of a woman dying during the trials of a stroke. Disney chief executive Robert Iger told employees in a company-wide town hall meeting that he'll empower Disney's creative teams and emphasize profitability over growing subscriber numbers at the company's streaming service. Over the past year, Disney Plus has added 7.6 million new subscribers in North America. Americans can expect to pay more for their Christmas trees this year. Wholesale growers say their prices are higher and those will be passed down to the consumer. More than 70% of wholesale Christmas tree growers said they plan to increase their prices by 5 to 15% compared to last year. That's according to the Christmas Tree Board. And employees' perceptions of unfairness can be attributed largely to trust or lack thereof in their organizations, according to Gartner, which surveyed more than 3,500 employees. Toxic culture, poor inclusivity, inadequate work-life balance, and unfair experiences can all undermine that trust. Elon Musk is lashing out at Apple. The new owner of Twitter says Apple has largely stopped advertising on the social media platform and is threatening to pull Twitter from its app store. Musk made the claims in a series of tweets yesterday. Apple has not responded. All right, America's World Cup hopes come down to one game. This afternoon, 2 o'clock our time, the U.S. men's national soccer team plays Iran. At stake is a spot in the round of 16. Said simply, America must win to advance. Team USA has not won or lost in the tournament. Both of its games so far ended in a draw. And the city of Fishers is inviting you to watch the game with other fans. The match will show on a big screen at the Nickel Plate District Amphitheater. It's from 2 to 4 this afternoon. The city says the first 50 people who attend will get a free limited edition Fishers scarf. And the Duchess of Sussex is coming to Indianapolis tonight. Meghan Markle is set to host the Power of Women, an evening with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. The Women's Fund of Central Indiana is leading the event. It's at the Indianapolis Marriott downtown. Tables are no longer available. A 17-point deficit in the fourth quarter was not enough to stop the Pacers from winning their first game of their 7-game road trip. The team took on the Lakers last night in Los Angeles. LA got out to a 101-84 lead with less than 10 minutes to go before the Pacers slowly made their way back. Tyrese Halliburton led the way again with another double-double, finishing with 24 points and 14 assists. The Pacers got the ball back with 20 seconds, down 115 to 113. Halliburton drives to his right, finds second-round rookie Andrew Nimbart on the three-point line, and it was good. Pacers win. Buzzer beater, 116-115. The team now continues its road trip tomorrow night against former Pacer Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings. 2 Indiana college basketball teams now find themselves in the Associated Press's top 25. Purdue jumped 19 spots. We're 24, now number 5. They beat former number 6 Gonzaga and former number 8 Duke in the Phil Knight Legacy Tournament over the weekend. IU also continued its climb. Started the season off at number 13, now ranked number 10 after beating Jackson State Friday. Both teams are 6-0. And the Big Ten is delivering punishment for an alarming incident earlier this football season. The conference is fining Michigan State University $100,000 and suspending cornerback Kerry Crump for 8 games for a brawl in the tunnel at the University of Michigan. The fight happened after a game in October. Several Spartan players and at least one staffer clashed with 2 Wolverines players, kicking, punching, and swinging a helmet at them. Crump faces a felony assault charge. 6 others face lesser charges. And finally, today is the last day drivers will be able to use Banter Road near the Morgan-Johnson County line at State Road 37. INDOT is scheduled to close that permanently tomorrow. The closure is part of the final steps needed to convert State Road 37 into I-69 between Martinsville and Barkersville. INDOT officials expect by the end of the year to have State Road 37 all signed as I-69 and the speed limit increased to 70 miles per hour from State Road 44 in Martinsville to State Road 144 in Barkersville. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.